All right, and that was a,
High crotch.
also known as a high C, not the drink.
Yeah.
If you don't want to say the C word.
High crotch. So my stance is my attack foot forward, attack hand low, initial contact with my head, then my left hand, which is not my attack hand. I'm gonna get him to punch, and he's gonna make contact. I'm gonna get this meat hook right here. I'm not putting my thumb outside, thumb inside. It's a monkey grip. I'm on that tricep right there. So that's my pull. Then my attack hand is gonna make contact, and it's gonna be here. And so I'm getting this push-pull. I want my head position to be so that I turn his head away from me. So I'm using my forehead, I'm getting a turn, push, pull, making a small step. I get this step I want right here. Once I get this step I want, I'm gonna knee drop. Between his feet, there's an imaginary line here. So my penetration step is not really a step. My foot's in good position right now. I'm gonna throw his arm by. I'm still pulling his tricep, and I'm making my knee drop. As I make my knee drop, I'm gonna step my back foot over here. My drive is gonna be that way. So the position I wanna end up in is I go for this high crotch, and I'm going for the high part of his thigh. I'm throwing by. I'm elbow deep right here. My drive foot is outside of his feet, so I'm driving through him. My head is tight against his ribs. The arm that was attached to my meat hook, I'm letting go and replacing my deep arm, and then I'm going for the hip. Once I get this position, I'm not giving it back to him. He wants out of here, but I'm not giving it back. I'm tight, my head's against him, my chin is tight. I'm gonna drive through and shuffle step in front of him. As I drive, I shuffle in front of him to end up in side control.
Yeah.
So the important part is that I don't just drive straight into him. I land right on top of him.
You can do the other angle so we can see your hand placements.
Okay. So again, my first contact is actually going to be with my head. If I'm not close enough to touch him with my head, I'm not close enough. Make contact. He's probably going to grab somewhere in here. I slide down. I've got this hook. All right, now I've got something to pull. Now I'm going to use my attack hand. And so I'm going to push the far shoulder. I'm pulling this shoulder. I make a small step so that I get this reaction. With his foot coming this way. Now I'm in good position. I'm in my attack position. I'm low. My knee's gonna land inside his feet. My drive foot's gonna come over here. I'm throwing him by. I'm gonna grab high on this thigh and pull it to me tight. As I go in, I'm getting elbow deep. So I'm dropping my knee and stepping. I'm elbow deep. I rip that off. I'm immediately, I know I'm slowing this way down, but in a real go, it's gotta be fast. I'm tight here, I'm replacing with the other arm. Same thing, I'm coming from elbow deep to elbow deep. This arm that I'm removing is coming out and going straight to the hip. My elbow is against his inner thigh over here. I'm grabbing the hip and I'm pulling down as I drive. And I'm not trying to stand up. Look, I'm not gonna raise my butt up and try to pick him up. I'm driving through him and away. As I drive, I'm shuffle stepping in front of him.